Hi all, my name is Tharani A. Today we are here to do a discussion about our business accounting group project. We have to solve the question and give answers to the questions. So first of all, let me share the screen. So these are the questions that we need to do. I will go straight to the question one. Question one is we need to prepare the profit or loss statement, owner equipment statement, and the statement of financial position. So this statement we need to use the unadjusted trial balance and need to prepare. So first, we need to know segregate the transaction according to the accounts and the statements. For an example, cash will be under current asset and it will be under the profit or loss statement. Not profit or loss, financial position statement. Same goes to account receivable, merchandise inventory, office supply, sales supply, prepaid insurance. All this will be under current asset. And long-term investment until the accumulated depreciation delivery van will be under the plant, property, and equipment account under the financial position statement also. Account payable until the notes payable will be under current liability, which will be under the financial position statement also. Capital and withdrawal will be under the owner equity statement. Sales return, sales discount, all this until the interest expense will be used in the profit or loss statement to generate the income. So, and the rubric say we have to connect the three statement. Like we have to link to the unadjusted trial balance. I will show an example how to link the transaction. For an example, if you want to put the cash into the statement, you need to create a new sheets like this and click the equals sum symbol and then go to the previous sheet, choose the cash and enter. So it's linked to this new sheet and you can see the formula here. And same goes to the amount. We have to repeat the action. Choose this and enter. Then you can see the amount also it's linked to the new sheets. So like this, you have to link lah. All of you are clear about this? Okay. Let's go to the second question. Second question is we have to prepare a cash account because this amount we will using in the current asset. So we have to prepare first. We have to adjust first. Anyone have any idea how to solve this question? Anyone?
Okay, for this question, I'm willing to give it a try.
Okay.
So for this, we need the first we need to know what is net cash and what is the factor net decrease in cash. So adding cash is organization receives the money, and then for the expenses is for the organization spend money on something. So we know that the cash equivalent as of January 1, 2023, 550,500. So for the first transaction, Tantali Ramli made a total cash withdrawal 27,500 in 2023. So you can note that the cash is the cash withdrawal is expenses because it's taken out from the business. So for the second, Masmera Enterprise received 10,000 from the disposal of Owen. So we can note that from the disposal we can receive the money. So it's adding cash. For the so everyone is clear or not? Okay. So for the third, Tantali Ramli invested additional cash of one 15,000 to increase her stake in Masmera Enterprise. So for the investor additional cash, we can know it's received the organization is received money. So it's adding cash. So for the number four, Masmera Enterprise pay 180,000 is to buy the land for the future operation expansion by paying cash. So for this is expenses. So the cash is spend money for the organization. So for the number five, can someone to try a question?
I think cash receipt we need to add, but I'm not sure about the disbursements.
You are correct for the cash receipt. Yeah, the cash receipt is adding cash, but for the cash disbursement is expenses. Okay, clear. Okay, so for the conclude, for the first transaction, cash withdrawal is expenses cash from the organization, and then for the receipt cash, for the second is adding cash, and then for the third investor additional cash is adding cash, and then number four port land is expenses cash, and then number five cash receipt is receipt money, so we can adding cash, and then for the cash disbursement is expenses cash. A1 is clear?
Yeah. Okay, thank you,
so
Sian, for the explanation. Okay, the part B is it's about the adjusting entry. There is some error, so we need to do adjustment. So anyone have idea how to do this question?
Yes.
Okay.
Now I start. Looking at the question, for the question A, the depreciation of office equipment and develop them for the sum of RM 3,500. We can inflect on accounting equipment for the asset. It is a decrease because the accumulated depreciation increase, and for the equipment, it is a decrease because the expense reduces net income. And for the net income impact, it is decreased by 3,500 as depreciation is expense. And for the part B, for the question B, unpaid series of RM 2000. For the liabilities, it is increased because the sellers salaries payable increase, and for the equality, it is decreased because expense reduces net income, and for the net income impact, it is decreased by RM 2,000 as the unpaid salaries are expensed, and the asset it is not changed. And for the question C, the available balance of office supplies in hand was RM 300. The impact on accounting equation, it is the assets it is decreased because the office supplies used up, and for the equality it is decreased because the expense reduced net income, and for the net income impact, it is decreased by the difference between the previous record office supplies and RM 300. For the question D, a total of RM 7,800 of the unearned revenue was released. The impact on accounting equation, it changes the abilities and the equality. For the liabilities, it is decreased because the unearned revenue decreased, and for the equality, it is increased because the revenue increased net income, and for the net income impact, it increased by RM 7,800 as revenue is recognized. For the question E, a sum of RM 14,500 insurance has already disagreed. Later on accounting question, it changes assets and equality. Assets it is decreased because the prepaid insurance decreases, and equality it is decreased because the expense reduce net income. And for the net income impact, it is decreased by RM 40,500 as expressed insurance is expense. And for the question F, the billing department forget to send invoices to custom for a total sum of RM 24,400. It changes the assets and equality. The assets is increased because the accounts receivable increase, and for the equality, it is increased because the revenue increased net income, and for the net income impact, it increased by RM 24,400 as revenue is recognized. And for the question G, interest revenue of RM 15,800 was not recorded. It changes the assets and the equality. For the assets, it is increased because cash or accounts receivable increase. And for the equality, it is increased because the revenue increased net income. And for the net income impact, it is increased by RM 15,800 as the revenue is recognized. For the question H, supplies invoices amounting to RM 135,000 were misplaced and only recently discovered. It changes the liabilities and equality. For the liabilities, it is increased because accounts payable increase, and for the equality, it is decreased because expense reduces net income. And for the net income impact, it is decreased by RM 135,000 as the expense is now recognized. And overall, the net income is impacted by decrease is 3,500 thousand 14,000 135,000 and should aid slices the adjustment. And for the increase, it should 7,800 aid 24,000 and 400 aid 30 aid 15,800 and overall we can get the finally quick question. Okay, I'm finished. Thank you.
Thank you, Yuan, for the clear explanation for this question. Everyone understand, right? Okay, let's move on to the next questions. We have to give some advice to Tantari Ramli according to this question. So anyone want to try this question?
Yes, we can see that Tantari Ramli would like to open more outlets, but the branch requires new strategies to support the increased sales and revenue and improve account receivable. I think for using the credit term to solve this problem, we can use the cash discount because the cash discount can encourage buyer to pay before the end of the credit period. If Tantari Ramli can offer a cash discount to the customer, I think it will be useful to help branch in operating, and in the way can also increase the branch sales. For example, Tantari Ramli can set the credit term like buyer paid the invoice within 10 days of invoice that then the buyer will receive a 2% discount of the invoice amount. This way, I think can encourage buyer to do the payment faster and better before the end of the credit period so that their cost of the merchandise purchase can be reduced. I think this way can help to solve problem of the Tantari Ramli. How do you think?
Yeah, I think it's correct. And I have some idea also with your answer. And number two, anyone?
Right. As for the shipping term, I actually have some opinion, but this is just my opinion that I could give. I actually have three opinions. So first, maybe Tantari Ramli could consider adopting the FOB shipping point terms. So with this technique, which is FOB shipping point term, ownership and responsibility for items passed to the customer as soon as they leave the warehouse. So it could allows our revenue and accounts receivable to be recorded instantly. So it could improve the cash flow. As for the FOB destination, it could delays the revenue recognition until the products are delivered to the buyer. So it could have an impact on the cash flow. So I think FOB shipping point is the most cost-effective alternative. So for the next one, I would suggest is to make customers responsible for their delivery costs. So for example, I could give is maybe a customer with a big delivery like 15,000 order is required to prepay at least 1,000 ringgit for freight. So by shifting delivery expenses to the buyer, Tantari could reduce its exposure to the delayed payments or non-payment. So lastly, maybe they could implement just-in-time delivery into practice. So by guaranteeing that the products are transported on time, it could lowers the expense of keeping inventory on hand. So by accelerating the creation of accounts receivable, this strategy, like just-in-time strategy, could improve cash flow even more. So Tantari Ramli could keep delivery times too short. So I believe this step will boost Tantari Ramli's financial performance and achieve their business growth. So I think that's all for my part.
Thank you for your explanation, Miza. So we already discussed all the questions, and I think I have a clear idea how to complete this project with all of your explanation. I hope others also understand well. Is it correct?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So thank you for joining this discussion. And after this, we can start to do this project and complete this project successfully. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
everyone.
Thank you.